Mississippi and New Orleans. Big Snoop Dogg got a Madden league. His team is off the hook and you don't really want none, but if you do, come and get some. See, tell your mama and tell your daddy and tell the whole damn world this is Madden territory. Tell your mama and tell your daddy and tell the whole damn world this is Madden territory. Come get some if you want some, but you ain't bad enough, so you can't take none. I'm Big Snoop Dogg, and I'm the only one. And when it comes to Madden, all y'all fools my sons. Haha, bag up off me and watch you lose. Snoop Dogg is on the mic, I'm giving Madden blues. And if you choose to run up on me, you gon' get laid out so fast, cause I can get you with the run or I can hit you with the pass. I can't be touched and I can't be schemed. Roll you when I'm in a mud league. 2-0, Madden time on you suckers. Y'all can't get close, so why you wanna touch us? Cause my team is so hard, my team is legit. Madden 20, Snoop Dogg is, I get it. I got cleats on my feet, jersey on my back, helmet on my head, ready to attack like that. Down in Mississippi and New Orleans, Big Snoop Dogg got a Madden league. His team is off the hook and you don't really want none, but if you do, come and get some. See, tell your mama and tell your daddy and tell the whole damn world this is Madden territory. Tell your mama and tell your daddy and tell the whole damn world this is Madden territory. Come get some if you want some, but you ain't bad enough, so you can't take none. I'm Big Snoop Dogg, and I'm the only one. And when it comes to Madden, all y'all fools my sons. Bag up off me and watch you lose. Snoop Dogg is on the mic, I'm giving Madden blues. And if you choose to run up on me, you gon' get laid out so fast, cause I can get you with the run or I can hit you with the pass. I can't be touched and I can't be schemed. Roll you when I'm in a mud league. 2-0, Madden time on you suckers. Y'all can't get close, so why you wanna touch us? Cause my team is so hard, my team is legit. Madden 20, Snoop Dogg is, now get it. Big Snoop Dogg, it's in the game.
Honey, I dash, got it on smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, they will not stop me. Tenfold, copy, end zone, watch me celebrate. I'm cocky, I do my dance, jump in the stands. No man, the man, oh, there with the hands. Thought he could guard me, I ruin they plans. I do what I want, they do what they can. Got it on smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, honey, y'all dash, 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 yeah. They can't catch up cause they lacking the stamina. Way too advanced to be playing with amateurs. They on attack when they tackle like damager. They react and play it back on the camera. High boy, just consider me flammable. Sure shot, I got all the intangibles. Need a leash, I'm a beast, I'm an animal. Eat the competition up like a Hannibal. Know the game like I wrote up the manual. I do weekly what you do on the annual. MVP, that decision unanimous. Big dogs, I don't think they can handle this. Battlefield, it's just me and my warriors. Guaranteed we emerge victorious. Years, blood, sweat, tears, is glorious. I remember when they always ignoring us. Dash, got it on smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, they will not stop me. Tenfold, copy, end zone, watch me celebrate. I'm cocky, I do my dance, jump in the stands. No man, the man, oh, there with the hands. Thought he could guard me, I ruin they plans. I do what I want, they do what they can.
All right, Coach, we welcome everybody to the Garden State. EA Sports coverage of the NFL finds us at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. This the scene just before we came on air. This New York crowd fired up by the arrival of their G-men as they burst from the locker room. They're ready to go as the Giants get set to match up with Aaron Rodgers and the Green Bay Packers. The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13. This one taken just inside the 10. That'll be a terrific return here as he gets it down all the way in. Inside the 30.
The Giants take over 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Ready. Check back. You got double tight.
Here's the former number 2 pick, the Pro Bowler Saquon Barkley. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. That's something we saw over and over again in Barkley's rookie season. He had 91 catches last year, most ever by a rookie running back. Part of a fantastic rookie campaign that saw him go over 2,000 total yards. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
What we got?
Manning gets this out to Saquon Barkley. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
Yeah, that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
X3, 218, chopper. 4 down, check. 4 down.
Manning going to hand it off to Barkley. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4.
It's now 3rd and 4.
Come on, set. 60 outlaw. Tell me what you got. What you got, Heavy? What you got, Heavy? Go. Here we go. 24 is the mic. So we got man. 24 is the mic. It's a party now.
So that'll back him up 5. Instead of a 3rd and 4, now they have to manage a 3rd and 9 after the delay of game.
Big grip.
Working from the gun, Manning. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. They were looking to throw, holding on the big right tackle.
That's real simple, partner. Keep your hands inside in the chest area. You're probably okay. You get it out on the shoulders, get them wide. Usually going to pick up a holding call.
So following the holding call, what can they do here on 3rd and long?
Bravo. Ready?
From the gun, it's Manning. Flush to his right. His throw caught at about the 5. And he will take it all in for a giant touchdown. Evan Ingram, his 6th touchdown of the season. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Rosas good with the extra point. And that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Rodgers will bring the pack up with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Check.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. Charles, already trailing by touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little bit, even if you don't score any points.
Rodgers again here on 2nd and 10. Flushed out right. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. So now at 3rd and 7, and defensively, it's a dime look. 6 DBs. Shotgun now for Rodgers. And Adams has it, complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Rodgers finding Adams for a Packer first.
1st down, Green Bay.
Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
Watch out. Hey, alert 3.
Now the Auburn product, Corey Grant. Tackle made by Marcus Golden.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Motion man, watch 12. 150. One set. Eyes up. Hey, wahoo!
Now it's Rodgers. Over the middle, that's caught by Adams. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 42.
1st down, Packers.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
Now it's the Florida Atlantic alum. This is Alfred Morris. And a promising start as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down. Alfred Morris showing the strength to fight off tackles. Well, he should be able to fight some people off. After all, he has 6 brothers, so he's used to some roughhousing.
Are you saying the dinner table became more like a combat zone for these guys, right? Get in and get what you need, otherwise you might not get enough. And what a tough one-cut runner he has become in the NFL.
And an alley to run. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Corey Grant, his 5th touchdown now on the year, as his guys are on the board here in this 1st quarter. Crosby with the extra point, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. This will be fielded at the 6. Carries up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line.
At their own 28-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. And you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. 7-7, our score after one. Ready to roll for the second quarter from MetLife Stadium. The Giants with the football as they are looking at a 2nd down and 6 coming up.
Hey, Charlie.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Manning over the middle. He's got his tight end Ingram. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down.
Go! 70, Indy.
At the 48-yard line.
Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping.
A 1st down carry for Barkley. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. They try and run on 1st down, but to no avail. Tackled for a 2-yard loss in the backfield. Now that sends them 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
At the 23-yard line.
Yo, Jackrabbit, come on. Greystone, travel. Hey, Delta.
On 2nd and 12, Manning forced out to his left. And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
It's nothing like pressure to affect the accuracy and the timing of a guy trying to throw the football. And on that play, they ended up flushing him to his left, contacted him as he's trying to throw the football, and that led to the incompletion.
And Ingram hauls it in. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
132 fighter.
First and goal at the 9-yard line.
36.
Manning now to throw. That's complete left side to Shepard. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and goal.
15 Don't be smooth. Get it.
Now Manning again. And Ingram's got it. Touchdown, Giants. Evan Ingram with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Giants have taken the lead. Rosas now to add the PAT. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. This one taken from the 7. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They trail a one-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. To throw is Rodgers. Looking middle, and it's incomplete.
Everything about that play tells you about today's NFL offenses and what they're asking out of running backs. You can't just be a guy who can run the football. You have to be able to catch it as well, and he didn't get that done on that play.
Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. Now a give, right side. Grant. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
You block over here. Tie your rock. Hey, seam 6.
Working from the gun. Rodgers finding Alfred Morris, complete. 12 yards there and a 1st down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
We 19.
On 1st down, it's Grant. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Throwing on 2nd down. Rodgers steps away to his left. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away, and now it's 3rd.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the 2nd quarter. A lot of time to change things. Throwing now is Rodgers. Open man is Michael Thomas. A well-executed 22-yard gain. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a 1st down.
They'll run on 1st down. Grant, and he'll be taken down at the 33, a pickup of about 4. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the 2nd quarter, 14-7.
It's now 2nd and 6 at the Giants' 33-yard line.
We'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. On 2nd down, it's Grant. The tackle by Janoris Jenkins.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stopped that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
From the gun on 3rd down, Rodgers. Credit the Giants defense that time in pass coverage. 4th down. DeAndre Baker, the first corner chosen in this year's draft, there to make the play defensively.
Mason Crosby onto the field goal.
And this one is right down Broadway. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. So the scoring drive encompasses 9 plays, and the net result, 3 points.
Take your disappointment and put it aside. 9 plays, yeah, they want to end up in the end zone with a touchdown. I get that. But sometimes those 9-play drives pay dividends later with another 9-play drive that culminates in a touchdown when they wear down a defense.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal.
Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted, thrown back across his body. Picked off by Morris Claiborne, and he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. A throw he probably shouldn't have made, rolling left and then throwing back across the field.
And when you do that and you're rolling towards the sideline, you've cut down your field in a big way, significantly. And the guys who play in the second and the third level, those linebackers and DBs, they know that. And they know they don't have nearly as much space to cover. And they're hoping you try and throw it back towards the middle.
Tight ends on the Ringo. Tight ends on the Ringo. Check. 4 down. Check. Chopper. Check it down.
On first down, Grant. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Let's put that team inside. Hey, 52. Hey, orbit.
Here's Rodgers. And left side here, it's Graham. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down. The Packers on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And the lead is down to 1 now at 14-13. So the 3 points here, they're still down, but they put somewhat of a dent into that lead going into the break.
Anything helps when you're trying to chip away at a lead, but they do know that they're going to need a little bit better effort in the second half.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops, and if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
Looking to throw again on second down. Manning. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining. They were trying to get it there to Sterling Shepard, and it's third down.
9 yards to go.
After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Shotgun now for Manning. Escaping the pressure right. Incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now. 4th down, so on is the punter, Riley Dixon. Trevor Davis, deep for Green Bay. They punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. That hurts. If it was running into the kicker, wouldn't be a first down. Roughing, it is a first.
And just think about the differences between the two. Running into the kicker almost feels inadvertent, just a small tap, so to speak. But when you rough him, usually bodies are hitting the ground and flying all different places. And the difference is 5 yards or 15. And in this case, that's a big play.
Now this will probably be the last play of the quarter. One final try now for Manning. He's going to air one out. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. And now, due to apparent time constraints, we fast forward to the beginning of the second half. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
30. Go.
Now Rodgers. Buying time to his left. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. Calais Campbell in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. Rodgers now, after the sack, he'll lead the pack up on 3rd and long. From the gun, it's Rodgers. Lets this one rip toward Graham. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They have the lead here. We talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional.
And now off to the races, down the right side. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Saquon Barkley, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Giants are able to add on to their lead. PAT up and good by Rosas. And the lead is up to 8. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here.
Hey, pick 26. Bravo.
On 2nd and 7, Rodgers. It's caught outright by Graham. Now a loose football. The ball comes out, and the Giants have it. It's picked up.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running around, and we just saw another one.
Opportunistic by the defense. Now Saquon Barkley. Now Barkley stripped of the football, and the Packers pick it up.
All I know, partners, that with every play call that came in, there was a little discussion about, hey, we can seal this bad boy. We can really put ourselves in a great spot to take total control. And yet they find a way to cough it up.
Yeah, the 2-score game opportunity eludes them, and now a chance for the other side to come back here.
Yeah, that means defense has to go out there and make some plays themselves. So we call sudden change. Let's see if the defense is mentally ready to take care of it.
26.
Now after the fumble recovery, it's Rodgers. Lets this one rip toward Graham. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. Second down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Hey, Alpha. 31's the mic.
Throwing again. Rodgers. Over the middle, complete. That's Adams. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. 23 yards the pickup there.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Here's Rodgers to throw. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. B.J. Goodson there on the tackle. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
Hey, wahoo!
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. And this is taken in one-handed. What a catch. Well, that'll get them the 1st down as they get 9 yards out of that quick slant. Rodgers now on 1st down. Caught on the right side by Adams. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A good-looking drive for the Packers so far. It's a 1st down.
1st down, Packers.
Rodgers now perfect since the 2nd half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10.
Hey, Charlie. 52. Jump out. Hey.
Here's Rodgers. From the gun, he'll throw. Completes it to Corey Grant. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. 10 more there and another 1st down. Rodgers now 10 of 17 throwing the ball. He's got a 1st and 10. Now Rodgers throwing the out route incomplete. It's Thomas. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. That was the 8th play of the drive, so a somewhat fitting pickup of 8 yards.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
Final minute now of the 3rd quarter. On 2nd down now, it's Morris. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. They'll break the huddle and come up on the 9th play of this drive, needing 5 yards on 3rd down. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Open man is Allison, complete. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Shotgun now for Rodgers. The quick slant caught. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Jimmy Graham. His 3rd touchdown now on the year, as his guys have cut the lead down to 2. So now Rodgers will lead the Packers up to go for 2.
Inside. Hey, Delta.
Rodgers operating from the gun. Goes right side. And he's got it. So they went ahead and went for 2 to tie the game, and it works out. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And they'll be looking to atone for last time's mistake of fumbling inside the red zone. Certainly they don't want to do that again.
And so much emphasis placed on red zone offense. I mean, you have periods devoted in practice just for that because everyone knows how vital it is to put points on the board when you've entered that part of the field. And to come away with nothing, that's difficult for a team to handle.
And difficult, and now we'll see if they can make it less difficult on themselves on this drive. On 2nd and 11 now. Manning, and that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Manning. And the throw there going to be incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. It's a 45-yard punt, just a 1-yard return. And the Packer drive will start from deep in their own territory with a 1st and 10. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. It doesn't matter where you start with the football now. They have to feel great about their opportunity.
The first play of the drive there is incomplete. He was trying to hit Thomas that time, but it'll be 2nd down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
26. Hey, team 6. Team 6. 31's the mic. You can get it.
To throw again. Rodgers looking deep for Adams. He's got a man. Complete. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. 39 yards there. A big one. And that seemed to me to be all about trusting your receiver.
No doubt about it, because when he put that ball in the air, I will guarantee you everyone who's watching this game right now thought that's up for grabs. But this is a lot of practice time. As you mentioned, a ton of trust, and he knows how good his guy is. So to him, it wasn't up for grabs. To him, it was a big play waiting to happen.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Grant, and he's got room. Past the 20. There he goes, left side. Touchdown, Packers. Corey Grant, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And they're able to break the tie and move out in front here in this 4th quarter. Extra point up and good by Crosby. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Let's go.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. To throw is Manning. On the move to his left. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple. Faking the give to Barkley. Now Manning. Eluding the pressure right. On the run. He'll let it go deep. Right sideline. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's third down. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first.
Well, sometimes, Brandon, there's just not a secret to how things get done. He's been running well all game long, and they continue to rely on him in this key situation.
They told us they were going to rely on him. They have. He comes through there, a big third down conversion. Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield, incomplete.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man-on-man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. Pierre Garçon, the intended receiver. And that'll make it third down. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Dancing to his left. That's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield. And he's stopped up short of the first as they tackle him down at about the 36. That will go as a pickup of 7 on the 7th play of the drive. Manning indeed going for it on 4th. And Ingram hauls it in. The conversion is successful with a sizable gain of 13, and the decision to go for it looks like a smart one. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter.
10-2 stop. Yo.
Again, it's Manning. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball. And I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They get the crucial turnover, just huge, but now they've got the football deep in their own territory, and you got to be careful because if you give it right back, there goes your lead.
Have to be extremely happy with their defense. They received a gift, that takeaway. Even though they're deep in their own territory, now they have the football. And you know there's always that alpha on defense, that grouchy guy. Forget what the coaches said. I'll guarantee you, he told the quarterback, we just took care of you. Now you take care of us.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Now Rodgers to throw again. Flush to his right. And he's going to go down right near the goal line. The officials look at each other. They're going to mark him at the 1-yard line.
I think most quarterbacks would love to have the goal line actually extend up into the air and turn into a wall. They can put their back against it and know exactly where they are on the field so they don't end up in the end zone. Didn't do it on that play, but perilously close to the goal line.
Rodgers now, after the sack, he'll lead the pack up on 3rd and long. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. They're facing a critical 3rd down now as they try to hold on to this lead.
Watch the pass. 52 Alpha. 52.
In his own end zone, it's Rodgers. And that will be incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. Here's J.K. Scott now as he'll punt it away for the second time. And he's able to get it out of there, and this is a pretty good kick.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
At their own 15-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
That one, a first down pickup of 8. So a solid run by Saquon Barkley, and another 1st and 10 here. Now Manning. He's going to let it fly. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down. That would have been a tough catch, but in this 2-minute drill, those are the ones you really hope your guys come up with.
Yeah, you don't want your guy to be able to take the out because it was a tough catch. You needed him to come up with that one, because if he does, it alters the perspective of this 2-minute drill, doesn't it?
That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
A first carry for the Clemson man, Wayne Gallman. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Manning to throw. Flushed out right. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. I guess you can't be afraid to take those chances late in the game. He tried to fit that one in there. Nice job, though, defensively.
But to your point, it was a nice job of knocking the ball away. But you're also right. You can't be afraid to take those chances. That means your guy's going...
And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Chalk that up as their first sack in this game, and they tallied 4 a week ago.
And probably not as much exultation in that sack as what took us so long. Because when you get 4 the previous week, you're counting on continuing that momentum. They didn't get that done in the first half of the game. Let's see now if they start to bring even more exotic pressure towards the quarterback.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. Down 7, and they've got to go for it here on 4th down.
26, Mike. 26, Mike. Look at me. Zipper. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. 26, Mike. 26, Mike. Hey, get smooth. Get me wet with. 26, Mike. 22.
They'll go for it. It's Manning. Escaping the pressure right. And Tate's got it. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a first down. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this 4th quarter. Back to throw. Stepping up, he'll try and run. And he slides to avoid the hit. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7, but first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. A give to Barkley out of the gun. And he is across and in for the score. And now they can tie the game in the final stages with the extra point.
Or they can go for two and go for the win. And while it appears the heavy lifting was accomplished by scoring the touchdown, they're still down one. That extra point is not a gimme.
Hey, Mike's 42. Mike's 42. You don't know no better.
To throw is Manning, and it is caught. They got the 2 points, and with it, they've taken the lead. Now the Packers going to burn their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game. This will be fielded at the 8. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Look at the clock. Everyone knows the situation. Probably time here for one final play.
And we know what that play is going to be. It's got to be some sort of Hail Mary, throwing it towards the end zone and hoping someone can catch it or catch it off of a tip. Think back to 2015. Didn't we see Green Bay pull that off twice
absolutely.
in the season?